Hey, meaningful movers. Welcome back to Moving With Me, the podcast where actions have meaning, words have meaning, and we open up the conversations to discover what's your next move. I'm your host, Krystal. In today's episode, let's talk about reigniting a dimming light. But you know how it is and what we do. We need to set that theme, so let's go ahead and do that. The word of the day is enlightenment. This is a state of having clear understanding. That definition just doesn't do it for me. There is a certain feeling of empowerment when you've gained a level of clarity that shifts your beliefs and thinking, which ultimately leads to an innovative passion. That's enough of me talking. How about we introduce our guest? There's no one better to do that than herself. Tammy, why don't you give the people a bit of background about yourself and what you're going to share with us today?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Krystal, for having me. My name is Tammy Nevin, and I am the founder of Happy Soul. We sell wellness products such as red light therapy, infrared sauna blankets. We just want to have people feel good about themselves, good in their skin, and practice some self-care because we just don't do that enough.
All right. And I think kind of everybody's story kind of resolves around burnout or disillusionment or stagnant, just something like, I'm just tired of this particular phase of this, what I'm doing right now. This isn't it. And so yours was a real estate agent. And I look at people and I'm like, that's like a side gig. I always see people kind of like picking that up. I don't really see a lot of burnout real estate agents. What happened?
Sure. Well, COVID happened. I have been a real estate agent for almost 20 years. It got really busy during COVID, and that was my main job. I've always had little side jobs throughout the years as well in real estate, just in case, I didn't make enough money so that I could pay the babysitter at least. But I ended up having a pretty good career in real estate, and COVID happened. So, a lot of the world shut down during COVID, but we did not. I'm in rural Wisconsin. People still wanted to buy houses. People were still okay selling their homes. The market just went crazy. And at that time, I was also, for the most part, helping take care of my in-laws. And my husband's an only child. So, of course, that falls on us women many times. One had dementia, one had Parkinson's, and I just was completely burned out. I just started looking into self-care because I didn't want to have a stroke in my 40s. So I just wanted to look into self-care things and was doing a ton of research. And that's where I came across red light therapy. It was kind of amazing to me. I'd never heard of it before. I don't know. I had a wild idea that I needed to bring it to the masses because I didn't think anyone else really knew about it. And it had been around for years. It has helped so many people with so many issues. I don't know. I'm looking for products because I'm stressed out, but then I decide that I'm going to start another company. So that's how that came to be.
So let's talk about that. Let's back up real quick. So you found red light therapy. What was the spark, though? It had to have been something for you to be like, everybody needs to know this. Not only that, I need to create a company, start doing my own products. What happened?
So the people who don't know about red light therapy, it is a therapy, and NASA discovered it in the early 1990s. It helps with collagen production, pain relief, hair growth. It helps with better sleep, testosterone levels. There is just such a huge variety of things that it helps with. Like I said, I was looking into self-care, but of course, late 40s, I want to be looking younger, longer. So that resonated with me with collagen production and reducing lines and wrinkles. And my husband has back issues. So I thought doing red light therapy for him, there's just so many advantages to it that a lot of people just don't know about it. That's where I'm like, okay, we got to get a lot of people to know about it because it's a cool thing to have in your toolbox.
Yeah. You know what? Does it do anything for hair growth? Like for men, like balding men?
Yep.
Okay. You might be seeing me peruse there. That might be a good Christmas gift. All right. So you've got a practice with some products in it. I need to hear a little bit about this because I heard you throw around some words like weighted blankets and dry brush. What is all this? Tell me about your products and how they help and these benefits.
Okay. So the blanket, it's actually an infrared sauna blanket. So it's actually not weighted, but it's heated, and it can get very warm. So it's kind of under the preface of an infrared sauna. Well, infrared saunas are very expensive and they're big, and some people can't afford them, or they can't fit them in their home, or they can't afford to go to the spa. So we have an infrared sauna blanket where you can roll up. It comes in a bag. It gets really warm, and it's actually infrared heat, which the infrared heat is just a better heat than regular heat. It gets more deep into your muscles. That helps with relaxation, muscle tension, muscle relief. It reduces inflammation. That's also detoxifying as well. So it's having a session, you sweat your butt off, but you feel so good afterwards. We have a couple red light therapy devices. I have a light therapy mask. That is actually red light, blue light, green light, yellow, purple. There's different light therapies for different skin issues. A lot of people don't know about all these other light therapies for different skin issues. For instance, blue light therapy helps with acne. So there's just a lot of different therapies in that as well. And we also have some dry brushes. Dry brushing has been around for thousands of years. It also helps with lymphatic drainage. It helps with detoxifying, just getting rid of all the dead skin cells. It's just so good for you. I mean, even just something like that, just taking 5 minutes to do some dry brushing is going to help. If anything, relaxing.
Yeah.
And we're always expanding. We have a handheld massager, always expanding.
Let me ask you about these lights on your face, the mask. Which color light helps with dark circles?
Yellow light does help with dark circles. Well, red light does too. So, yeah. The purple light is a blue light and red light combo. So that gets in, with all the other lights.
Girl, that is so interesting. I didn't even think about that. Okay, now when you're talking about brushes, I'm thinking like a hairbrush or one of those exfoliating things, I guess brushes that you do with like a scrub or something. What is a dry brush and how are you dry brushing yourself?
A dry brush actually does look like a kind of like a regular brush. Our dry brush also has copper bristles, and the copper bristles, the friction from the copper helps with detoxifying. So you have that just little addition to it, which really helps. It kind of does look like a brush, but ours has a handle. It's got a leather handle on it. Our brush is actually made with horsehair bristles and then the copper. You brush in strokes up towards your heart. And that is the ritual for dry brushing, going towards your heart when you're dry brushing in quick strokes. The friction gets the blood flowing, also helps with lymphatic drainage.
Copper bristles, so that's not hurting or anything.
Nope.
I'm understanding that because it's a flexible kind of metal, right?
Yeah.
Well, does it bend? I'm like trying to visualize this, and after this, I'm going to YouTube it. But am I doing it kind of hard?
You don't have to do it too hard. If some people have very, very sensitive skin, it might be a little rough. But you want it to be a little rough. Yep. The copper bristles, they do bend. And it's not the copper that, just like I don't even know how to, what you call it, but it bends and it feels good. It does. It feels good.
Okay. All right. I'll take a look at this. Okay. So you have a practice as well as products, or it's just products, or do you have a practice as well with this?
I do not have a practice. The products I sell are on Amazon or our Happy Soul store. We also have different blog posts just to give people information about all kinds of self-care rituals that you can do. You don't have to buy anything. You can just read an article. I mean, grounding, for instance, is free. You can go outside in your bare feet, and that also reduces inflammation. So there's so many things you can do that you don't need to spend money just to take care of yourself. The biggest thing is just giving yourself some time every day for that.
I equate it to how the dentist says, like, you just need to floss once a day, right? And the vast majority of us will not take the time to do that. Even if it's just once a day, we won't take the time to do it 3 times a week. I think that is a really good tip to kind of say, like, you guys need to start dedicating time to your care, whatever it is. So your quick tip, and I'm not going to lie, you're not the first person that mentioned grounding to me. I ain't gonna lie, like the first time I heard about it, I was like, don't know if I want to put my bare feet on the ground like that. That was the first reaction. Okay. The second time someone was talking to me about it, I was like, okay, I guess this ain't so bad because people are doing it. And so now it's coming around to you, and I'm like, sold, got it. Like, I get the grounding piece, right? What are some other quick tips that folks can get when they visit your website?
So another blog post is talking about sleep and your circadian rhythm. We have a blog post on adaptogens, which is awesome. Even journaling. Journaling is free. It's amazing how that helps.
Yes.
Just to get your thoughts down and things like that. Yoga, what yoga does. Yeah, all kinds. We got all kinds of them. Even we have a blog post about red light therapy for pets, because you can use red light therapy on your pets as well.
What?
It's safe for pets. It's safe for children. It just gives a lot of information about red light therapy as well. If you don't know about it, haven't heard about it, some good reads on there.
Yeah. I mean, let me go with this one. A lot of stuff that you were just saying now, are some of your blog posts like guest blog posts from other like medical professionals or from a journal or anything like that other people come in and do for you?
Honestly, there has not been, but that's a really good idea. That's a good idea you just gave me. But no, we do not have any doctors on there or anything like the guest posts, but that's a good idea though. I'll look into that.
Look, I did that because I was like, I needed to connect with other authors from their creative standpoint. I mean, it was like, if I'm going to put all my blogs up there and these are all my thoughts, it would be great because it's like a community. And I'm telling you, there are a lot of people I've been invited to write on their blog posts. I'm like, all right, cool. And I didn't have to pay anything. They just saw me as a great source or resource for information, right? And I know if you on LinkedIn and everything like that, I know you've connected with some folks. And I guarantee you DM or whatever the word is that they would private message them, they will write for you. I think that's even better than testimonials, to be honest with you, is to have someone dedicate their expertise, right? To one of your things. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I didn't know. That's why I was asking, because it was one of the things that I did. It's just tremendous. I don't know. It's all good stuff.
Yeah, that's good to know.
So last one, you mentioned that folks can also, because I heard you say Amazon, but people can go straight up to your website and buy directly from you. Yes?
Yep, absolutely. Our website is happysoulwellness.com. It's HAPPYSOL wellness.com. And you'll see all of our products. And if you even have FSA, HSA payments through like insurance and you need to spend that money, we take that as well. So that helps a lot. Yeah, no, we got a lot of information on the blog and on the website.
Girl, look at you. You're like, y'all have no excuse to go to Tammy's website, Happy Soul. She out there, y'all. This was a great conversation. I'm just already thinking of so many other things I want to look at and try, just because I know for me it's dark circles, but for others it's something else. And it just sounds like you cover the gambit. So do you have any golden nuggets that you want to ask the people before we check out?
Yes. Well, I have a couple, but I raised 3 daughters and I never took care of myself. I ran like a chicken with my head cut off for years as a mother, as we all do, only until I felt like I was going to have a nervous breakdown is when I really started thinking about myself and taking care of myself. Self-care isn't selfish. And that is my favorite saying. We all think it's selfish and it's not. I mean, we have to take care of ourselves first for our family and for longevity, even if it's 10 minutes a day before bed. Just got to start taking care of ourselves because life is really short. And sometimes it's too late before we realize that we should do that.
Sound advice. That's the episode today. Talk about a red light special. Sometimes we've burned down the wick of one candle and look for another one to light our way, but nothing ever seems to have the right color, scent, or size. That's when the spark is lit. You create your own candle and let your values and new traditions guide your way. That's why I appreciate Tammy for sharing how her journey to self-care fueled her next mission in life, which is to offer others another resource of strategies, tips, and products to recharge the soul. Have any of you considered red light therapy? And if so, what are some of the benefits you've experienced? I love it all, and So will someone else. Before I let you go, Tammy, why don't you go ahead and remind the people who you are, where they can find your resources or reach out to you.
Thank you. I'm Tammy Nevin, the founder of Happy Soul. Our website is happysoulwellness.com. Our Instagram is at HappySoulWI, and our Facebook's Happy Soul Wellness. We're also on TikTok as Happy Soul Wellness. So reach out if you have any questions. Our email, support@happysoulwellness.com, and we'll answer any questions you have about anything.
All right. I'll make sure to include all of Tammy's resources and connections in the episode description, as well as on my website's resources page, movingwithmeaning.com. Make sure you guys subscribe to the show, Moving With Meaning, the podcast, and tap that alert bell so you know when these episodes drop. I am on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music. Please share, like, repost, and follow. Tag someone. We are creating a community. Quick housekeeping before you go. Follow me on Instagram at movingwithmeaning82 and on Pinterest at Arthur KB Clark. Also, connect with me on LinkedIn. I do dabble in TikTok at Krystal B. Clark. My Etsy store has some handy dandy digital downloads. Lastly, run over to my YouTube channel and have a look or two. Links are in the episode. Alrighty, I'm Krystal on Moving With Meaning, the podcast, reminding you to take it one step at a time. All moves have meaning. Check y'all later.